more stuff even worse than the last stuff we saw. And I was with the former fire chief running few.
Okay.
And I said, man, why is this trash like this? He said, why don't you run for office? I said, no, man. I said, I don't want to do that. He said, why? I said, because I'm going to tell them what's on my mind.
Okay.
Well, I made the decision to try to get some money. People try to give me some money to run. They offered me $100. I said, hey, I'm not for sale. Hold it. Because I was just that green.
Right.
But when I got in office, I realized what was going on, and I want the people to know I promised the community one thing. They won't trick you no more.
Okay.
Because I'm listening to what's going on.
Okay.
And that's what I did. That's how I got it. That's how I got to be an elected official. I'm still not a politician.
Okay.
Because politicians wouldn't say the things I say.
I got you.
Wouldn't have been in the trouble I've been in.
So now, that being said, now, what is a politician?
A politician is someone who's going to give you something to get something.
Okay.
I stand for what's right. I'd rather not get nothing at all to do something wrong to help somebody else because they want to. Now, politics is an art of compromise, and that's what politics really is.
Okay.
But I can't compromise my principles. I can't let you do something because you don't like a certain group or you don't like a certain thing. I stand on my own.
Okay.
I got no brother, no sister. I'm used to being by myself. So I fought a lot of cases, a lot of issues. Didn't win them, but I fought them.
Okay.
I could sleep good at night. Never went home and had to worry about could I sleep because I did the right thing.
Okay. So again, as you said earlier, a politician is compromising.
That's right. That's all the compromise.
Not a compromise. Okay. So as you said earlier, you wasn't going to be compromised.
Not my principle. Now you can compromise. It's all right to compromise and help somebody in a situation. And I can tell you many cases where I voted for stuff that I really didn't agree with, but it wasn't compromising my principle, so I voted with them.
Okay.
In turn, wanted them to vote back for something else.
Okay.
And that's what politics really is.
Now listen now, Mary, we got people that's logging in, watching us right now. We got, listen, Desiree Robertson said, hey, Marion Williams. See, you look at that, you're a superstar right there. You see that?
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Look at that. And Roger Prince said, put it all on the table.
Put it all on the table.
Put it all on the table.
That's right.
And we got Eric B. say, you speak your mind.
And that's the only way to do it. I mean, and people didn't always like what I said or the way I said it, but they had to admit it was the truth.
Okay.
Now I can't speak as elegant as you can. I can't say the things you say.
Okay.
I mean, but can't nobody be me better than I can.
Okay.
I may not be you, but nobody can be better than me.
So let me ask this question now, Marion. When people say that you was, and I'm talking about with the people.
Okay.
Just the people say that.
That's right.
The people say sometimes what you was a fire starter.
That's right.
But you didn't put out the fire.
Well, when you start a fire, you look for something else to put it out. You don't start a fire to put it out. You start a fire for it to burn so people like you and the rest of the community can know what's going on.
Okay.
You have to start some fires.
So,
see, a fire ain't bad now.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to burn somebody else's property or do something to somebody else. But you start a fire and people be aware of what's going on, then they can appreciate that. But if you don't ever start a fire and it goes on by, had I started a fire, and you find out, hey, man, I didn't know that was going on. I didn't know that was right. I didn't know they spent that money. I didn't know they did that. You say, I'm glad this fire starter started it.
Okay.
We look at fire as negative. I'm talking about a positive fire when I start.
So would you consider yourself to be someone that was always giving the people what they need to know, or you just doing it just to satisfy yourself?
No. I work for the people.
Okay.
I had no ambition to do anything for me. I've been accused of a lot of things, and they said I tried to do this and that and other. But everything I've done been out in open. I've been investigated as a commissioner by the GBI. Mm-hmm. You never heard nothing about it because I wasn't doing anything. I met with the GBI later. The GBI man named Kicklighter. He said, Commissioner, we've been watching you. He said, but we know you wasn't doing nothing. You're making too much noise. He said, keep doing what you're doing. I kept them honest.
Okay.
They don't like that. But government ain't black or white. Government is about what's right.
Okay.
Now, I don't do the black thing. I don't do the white thing. I'm going to do what's right.
So out of the 16 years now, Marion, what do you consider, as you say, you've been in office for 16 years. Now, 16 years is a long time to be in that position because, what district was you in?
I was District 2 for 8 years and the Super District for 8 years. That's 16.
District 2 is what is considered to be District 2?
This is part of District 2 where you were right now, where your barbershop sits right here now.
Okay.
All down Turpin Hill, all that area back in here was District 2. And the Super District is half of the city.
Okay.
That's what they call the Super District. But as a commissioner, I didn't do anything ever for me. I didn't get my street paved. I didn't do nothing for my house or everything I done was for the people. Now I help the little man, whoever he is. If he right, I'm going with him.
Okay.
I had people that come to me. I had a man to come to my house and work for the city, and they really tried to destroy the man. Man was in tears, had me in tears. But I fought for the man. I went to bat for the man because they did the man wrong. and I'm not going to get into the situation he was in, but the problem is they'll mow you down, wear you down, tear you down, whatever they can if you ain't got nobody to stand up for you. Now, a lot of people, I get information now, I'm out of office. I can tell you everything going on downtown because I got people calling me every day. I wish you was in office. I wish you was here. I wish you would say something. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Commissioner now scared to talk.
But now, hold on now, Marion. Now, I want to, I'm seeing these guys, giving me signals and somebody talking in my ear. They telling me that for 16 years being in this position, what can you hang your hat on? What can you say that I was a part of this? I was the reason why that happened. I was the reason why this happened. I improved this. So again, now, Marion, to be honest with you, I don't really care, but the people want to know, what can you tell the people that's watching? You got to remember, the people of Barbershop Talk Live want to know, what can you tell the people of Barbershop Talk Live world, what you've done for 16 years, that we can say that was Marion's idea? Well, that was Marion's job.
Well, first of all, no one commission can take credit for anything.
Okay.
But if you look back at some stuff that I proposed, Apple Valley got a park out there.
Okay.
That park was Marion Williams' initiative. Marion Williams was the one who proposed it. The people that lived out there was fighting it. We had to walk the streets to get the federal dollars to qualify for Apple Valley. Jones Pool over here was the only pool that black folks could go to over in the day, and it's been completely redone. It's no one thing that one commission can say, well, I done. I wasn't trying to do something just for me. I was putting stuff in the atmosphere to help the city grow.
Okay.
The garbage contract. I remember when the black guy won the garbage contract. They stopped the man from buying containers to put the garbage in. They put him out of business.
Coleman?
No, not Coleman. This is the man who won the big contract. He ain't here no more.
Okay.
The guy was from Africa somewhere. I can't think his name, but Smith Sanitation, a bunch of sanitation people was in. He had hired them as subs, but they arrested this man on camera. They said this man driver went into the yard and got some trash and arrested him, which wasn't true. But the man had no fight. I fought for him. I stood with him. So I mean, so much that the people just don't understand. They just don't know.
So why, if the people don't understand that, Marion, why does it seems like the commissioner is not having the best interest of the people of the city? Because we have the impression that when you all have something on the table, some kind of issue that's going on, it seems like it's everybody's fighting with each other. Everybody's, biting, trying to get the edge and all that. So you've been there for 16 years.
Right.
And again, from the 16 years that you was there, and even to the point where we're at now, we seem like there's nothing changed.
Well, a lot have changed, and government is nasty. Government is low down. Government ain't smooth. Don't you think you're going into politics and you're going to have a real good time and everybody going to hit high five? That's not how government works.
Okay.
They want to keep you confused. They want to keep you thinking that we don't get anything done. We got 98% of everything on the agenda passed. Everything on the agenda. Now, the mayor didn't have a vote back then. The mayor will break a tie. That's done changed. That's unfair. I disagree with that. Okay. The people need to understand how stuff gets on the agenda and how you got a regular agenda, then you got another agenda that stuff come up on, that if you go to a committee, you might even hear about it. I stayed on so bad, they try to hold two meetings at the same time. When I was supposed to be in the meeting, they have a meeting over here. I said, y'all want to do that? When it got to the regular meeting, I used to pull stuff off the agenda because they wouldn't let me go there to talk about it.
Okay.
Well, I'm having my meeting. They had another meeting over here about some very important issues that the taxpayers were going to be affected with. So I wait till it got to the full commission. I pulled it off. I said, well, you know, pull off one of the commission. How many times can the commission pull something off the agenda? As many times as I want to, because I was elected in that position.
Okay.
Not because I just want to pull it off, but I wanted people to know what's going on.
Okay.
But I was the troublemaker, they thought.
Right.
But they don't know nothing now.
Barbershop Talk Live world again. Please, man, please, sir, get into this conversation because we're going to go somewhere that you need to know about. We're going to go somewhere that you might not even know about. So listen, keep putting the comments on the screen. Listen, we got Deidre says, say it, baby daddy. you the baby daddy.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I
didn't know you had a child.
Didn't know I had a child like that.
Okay. So listen, again, keep putting your comments on the screen. Keep putting your questions on the screen. Keep putting your concerns on the screen. Because there's a lot of things in Augusta, Georgia that we need to know about. And again, we have the person right here in the hot seat to be able to inform us about it.
We got a great opportunity to grow in Augusta. Look at downtown now, and they took down all the trees. And I'm really glad they took down the trees because I think the wrong type trees. They was growing all in the windows. But I was on for 16 years. I never had a conversation about the T-Splosh money that's doing that too. That's not taxpayers' money. That's not the 1 cent sales tax. That's T-Splot's money that we adapted onto, and they got the money to do it. Well, no, you don't plan for people. You plan with folks.
Okay.
It was Marion Williams was there when Barber Young was the mayor who put James Brown statue there. They had it on the ground. At first, the vegetation was so tall you couldn't even see the statue.
So that could be one of your accomplishments.
Well, that's not a comment. That was the body. That was just me. I was with Bob Young when we went to get the guy to form the statue. That's James Brown actually height. The people said it's so small. They wanted to put it up on a pedestal site. I said no, they put him on the stage. Now, if you're going to accuse or account Marion Williams anything, it was Marion Williams that put him on the stage because he's an entertainer. Some people say we need some steps. I said no, we put a step. You got to put a handicap ramp. Wasn't but one step up.
Right.
But James Brown's an entertainer known all over the world. So the park, right now, they're talking about doing up and down Broad Street. It's so many things, Jay, that people need to know about, that we need to educate them so they understand how government works and where we are.
So when you say that the people need to know what's going on when you was in office, it seemed like, I guess the way that people look at it, when you was portraying or putting those issues out there, putting those concerns out there, I guess some people say it wasn't the right way to put it out. So that's why some people looked at you the wrong way.
They may have looked at it, but they weren't in that position. They don't understand the government. I'm not a politician. I didn't understand government either. When I got there, common sense tells me that's right or wrong. Give you a good example. Bill Cuckey, I worked with him. I worked with all the commissioners, Lee Beard, all those guys that are going on now. But Bill Cuckey came. He wanted to give the Gus Museum $300,000 annually. We voted on one time. We had to vote no more. Every year they would get $300,000. Well, I talked to Lee Beard. Lee said, man, that ain't right. I said, no, let me handle it, Lee. We got in the meeting, and Bill made that suggestion. I said, Bill, I can support that. He said, you can? I said, yeah. I said, we're forgetting something, ain't we? He said, what? I said, what about Lanning Museum? We got 2 museums. That's the first time Lanning Museum would ever start getting any money. When Augusta Museum would get $300,000, Lanning started getting $200,000. But I'm running my mouth, see?
Right.
But people don't understand politics, and the average joke is, don't you fuck with them folks. You ain't supposed to fuss with them folks. You supposed to let them folks have their way.
Right.
They done had to wait too long. That's over with. Those days gone. Those days are past and gone.
So Marion, if my memory serves me correctly, you are an ordained minister.
I pastored the church for 29 years.
29 years, right here in Augusta, Georgia.
Right here in Augusta, Georgia.
So what would you say to the people that says, remember, they want to know now. I'm good. I think I'm good on this question. But they want to know, what would you say to the people that says a preacher or pastor should not be in politics, should have nothing to do with it? His job is to get the folks saved, get them into heaven, get their life repaired, all of that. You don't have no business being in the politics. So is it because you kind of...
You already know, but I'm gonna tell them folks.
They want to know.
Them folks want to know.
Right.
Them folks need to read their Bible.
Okay.
The Bible said when Jesus came, that the government would be upon his shoulder.
Okay.
So if I stay out of politics, if good people stay out of politics, or stay out of any situation that want to do the right thing, then the evil people gonna have it all the time.
Okay.
Oh, now if a preacher, anybody is doing anything wrong, then he answers the consequence for doing wrong. But you can't say, oh, you're a preacher. A lot of ministers, and I met a lot of ministers over my 16 years as a commissioner, traveling.
Right.
So, but that's where you keep the preacher out of there. See, don't let him in there, cause he gonna think too much. He gonna advise you. He gonna let you know what's going on.
Right.
They don't want the preacher in there.
Right.
So but read your Bible. The Bible says when Jesus came, that the government will be upon his shoulder.
Okay. Barbershop Talk Live World again. Get into this conversation because we just learned it out. A preacher
That's right.
can't be a politician.
That's right.
Based on what you're saying.
That's right.
So again, if you got any questions, you got any comments, you got any concerns, put it on the screen. We'll make sure we answer any and all questions, all concerns, anything. Because again, they good. They want to know.
They want to know.
They want to know.
I want to tell them.
You want to tell them.
As long as they want to know, I want to tell them. But now they might not like the answer. They might not agree with the answer I just gave them.
Okay.
But I got an answer for you.
So now, Marion, here's a question that I got from the community a couple of days ago when they found out you was going to be on.
Okay.
It seems like the old regime, the old board, the old commissions, there was not getting anything done, and it seems like there was a rumor going around town, and there was a rumor that they didn't call no names, but there was a rumor going around that a lot of times why stuff wasn't getting done because people was getting white envelopes.
Well,
And you know what the white envelope means?
Yeah, I know what envelope means.
What envelope means they was getting paid under the table just not to say nothing, not to do nothing, not to let nothing happen for the city. Now, I didn't say that. The people want to know.
I understand, and I want to help the people because
They want to know.
The people need to know.
And they just asked me to ask you a question. Was you getting the white envelope?
And I appreciate it. No, I didn't get the white envelope. And let me tell you something.
Okay.
I told you I was investigated by the GBI when I proposed to the racetrack. Remember the racetrack deal?
I remember the racetrack.
The racetrack deal would have brought a lot of money to the city.
Okay.
In fact, we had a man that come from the National Hot Rod Association, told us as commissioner, if we built a racetrack, it would have cost us $5 million.
Okay.
That would generate $30 million a year.
Okay.
Now, who wouldn't invest $5 million to get $30 million every year?
I do it all day.
All day long. Right. We already own 1,700 acres of land.
Okay.
Been had it for 25, 30 years, or not longer.
Okay.
We didn't need but 200 acres for the racetrack. They wouldn't do it because I was jumping at the bit. I'm shaking my finger, and they'd rather not have it because of me.
Okay.
They investigated me. GBI investigated me. They walked away. They didn't have nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. I'm trying to grow the economics in our city.
Okay.
I got a big issue with where our city is right now when we're talking about economics, though. If you look at the James Brown Arena.
Okay.
Love James Brown.
Okay.
My main man. But why would you build a James Brown Arena, going to spend $200+ million, and James Brown came back to life? Everybody want to see him. So you filled it up.
Right.
When the show over, what you going to do? Get in your car, drive back to Columbia, drive back to Atlanta? There's no place to go. There's no jazz club. There's no supper club. There's no blues club. There's nothing to do. So, and the commission ain't doing the arena there.
Right.
That's not a commission. People don't understand that. That's the arena authority that's building the arena.
Well, now, hold on now, Marion, because Deidre want to make a comment. She just want to say that Marion Williams did not never take a white envelope.
Never.
That's what she said now.
Never.
Now, I don't know how good she knows this, but that's just what the people say.
This is our baby daddy?
That's your baby daddy. That's your baby daddy. She said you didn't never take the white envelope.
Never took anything from
So no deals was going on under your watch?
No.
None of that?
Do you think they would have let me ride as long as I rode if they had anything on me? Do you think they would not have said, hey, we can put them down? Austin Road couldn't stand me. I mean, I never did anything to the man. I mean, several people. Sylvia Cooper is probably my best friend now. I say best friend when she wrote about me every day, but she really made my name a household name.
Okay.
But she couldn't find that. She said, Commissioner, you can't be that straight. They watching you. They waiting on you to mess up. I said, tell them to get in line. Don't cut the line now, because when I started preaching, some other folks said that. Don't jump ahead of the other folks, or they've been in line waiting for you got there.
Now here's my question. I want to put out there because I'm in your district.
Okay.
I'm in your district when you was in that seat. That seat. I didn't see no improvements in the district up under your watch now, Marion, because again, I was fussing and cussing for a long time.
Well, I'm in the same district. Hold it now. Again,
I was fussing and cussing for a while now.
Again, I'm in the same district. If I was lit outside the district, man, well, you ain't did enough for you. I couldn't do enough for me. Okay. I put it out on the table. I raised sand. I guarantee you, I got more people tell you I came to the aid when nobody else would come. I mean, to change whatever I could change. And if one man can change it, trust me, we'll be another Atlanta right now if one man could do it, because I would have did it. But because of the powers to be, and we don't understand, we look at it as one thing, but it's really something else.
Right.
There are some people who want to keep this community, your district, my district, where we live, keep it like that. They don't want it to grow. Regency Mall was the best place for the James Brown Arena, and you can throw a rock 2 times from where we are now and probably hit it. They didn't want to come over there. You know what they said? They wanted it downtown.
Hold on, I got to take a commercial break. They're talking to me in my ear. Can
all
I take a commercial break? Listen, Barber Shop Talk Live World, please, man, please, sir, don't go nowhere because we got more to add to this conversation. Want you to get into it, get involved. Stay tuned. So listen, we're going to come back because I want to hear what you're going to tell me about the Regency Mall. So don't go nowhere. Can I pay this bill?
Pay the bill.
I got to pay the bill. Barber Shop Talk Live World. Listen, my good friend, Mr. Edward Wright, is right here on your screen. He's going to give you some information about his health and wellness body work. So please, man, please, sir, watch what he's got to talk about, what he has to offer you. And we'll be back in a few minutes because Marion Williams in the hot seat going to inform you about the city of Augusta.
That's right.
How can it be better?
It can be better.
What can make it better? And why we need to be involved and support and vote. Now, we're gonna bring those questions to you in a few minutes.
Bring them to me.
So, Barber Shop Talk Live World, listen, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hello and welcome. Here at the Right Bodywork and Wellness, we provide you with bodywork you can rely on to increase body improvement. WBW provides free consultations to better understand the reasoning for your visit. When a client experiences a WBW massage, they can expect it to be thorough and thought through. The massage is customized to each session. Muscles are handled with care, specifically and individually stretched, creating a wellness vision to sustain a space of personal comfort, relaxation, and a state of well-being for clients that may endure. With over a dozen different modalities to fit your needs, so we can ensure a quality and well-addressed service. We provide excellent services to athletes and clients of all ages in need. If interested, call or visit the website to schedule your appointment today.
Barbershop Talk Live. We're back here at Jay's Place Barbershop. Don't forget, we're at 1927 Olive Road. Listen, tonight is a special night. Tonight is the first night. Tonight is the first night of Barbershop Talk Live for the new year. Again, in the hot seat tonight is none other than former Commissioner Marion Williams, here to enlighten us on the city of Augusta, where we can be, where we should be, and where we are going. So listen, again, that's my good friend, Mr. Edward Wright, Wright Wellness and Body Works. Call him up. Get in contact with him. His service you definitely can use. Again, my name is John Milton, Barbershop Talk Live. We are back in the hot seat talking to Marion Williams. Listen, Marion, can we go? Let me go to some of the questions we got on the screen. The people are tuning in. Who we say? Roderick Prince want to know. And we're gonna go back to where we went before we went to the commercial. We're gonna go back to that, but we're gonna make sure we go to the questions. Roderick want to know, what do you think about the budget approval, the 2026 budget approval? And I guess his question is, was you in favor of the budget the way it was, where they finished with all the taking out, the takeaways, to add to it? You know, what was your thoughts on the budget, the 2026 budget?
Well, I really was disappointed in the way the budget was set up. I say set up, the way the budget came down. You got to hold people accountable. Let me tell you something that most people don't never talk about because they really don't know. The water bill goes up 3% every year, if not more.
Okay.
That money goes in a separate account. That goes in what they call an enterprise. That don't go to the city. Okay. At the end of the year, they give the city a what's the word?
Like a stipend or something?
Not a stipend, but a percentage.
Okay.
They give the city a percent, a very small percent.
Okay.
Water is its own entity. The city bought the old Bell South building downtown, and the water department owned the whole building. Okay. There's so much money in there, none of the commissioner of the mayor can tell you. They don't even talk about it. Years ago, the former mayor, Devana, took some money out of the city. Mm-hmm. Okay, they took that money and put it what they call an enterprise. Okay. So the money don't go back, so nobody can put their hands on it. Okay. They give this, they do it at the end of the year. They start cutting back on everything, and they'll give a percentage to the city from that water department. Okay. Well, how can you have a separate water monies from the regular taxpayers' money? All that money ought to be in one pot. Right. But it's not. There's so many things that people don't understand how the government is set up with the enterprise. What is enterprise? That come from Atlanta. Okay. When you got an enterprise, ain't nothing you can tell them. The commission can't tell them nothing. Okay. It's like the sheriff. The commission can't tell the sheriff to put the police on the street. It can't tell them nothing. Okay. You got the authorities. You got development authority. You got the canal authority. You got the arena authority. Mm-hmm. You can't tell these entities anything. They think the elected officials is doing it, but the authorities got the authority to do that. People in Atlanta need to be answering those questions. Why you got these authorities? The city is locked down. Okay. We bumping heads. Okay. Because we don't understand the government. And I wouldn't have known this had not been in the government and learned how it works. So by the commissioners cutting out some of these projects and some of these programs out of the budget, how's that really affecting the city? So now some of the what you call it, the non-organization NGOs, there's really being affected by some of these major cuts. So a lot of those organizations are being affected because now they got to find resources from other different areas. Well, they're trying to do another SPLOS. Okay. Okay, and that's a special local option sales tax that we voted, the city voted to be able to do that SPLOS. Okay. Now they want to put the NGOs, get the NGOs to support the SPLOS. Mm-hmm. By cutting these people out, these people got friends that's not gonna vote for New SPLOST.
Okay.
I mean, I remember a few years back before I came out of office, the Augusta National opened up a substation for the sheriff department up on Washington Road. Mm-hmm. They paid for everything for first 2 years or something like that.
Right.
Okay, after that, the city had to take it over.
Okay.
But that changed the budget right there.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many entities and so many different things that come up that you look at on TV and say, oh, they ain't getting nothing done. But if you ain't in the mix, they're gonna be mixing you up. You gotta be in the mix in order to understand what's going on with it.
So the last time you ran for office, your last time running for office, you wasn't successful in the last run.
That's right.
So now by you not being successful in the last run, but you've been in 16 years. So would you say that the people just wanted to make a change, or you wasn't effective anymore to your constituents, or what would you consider you not winning the last election?
Well, I really think that, first of all, I didn't raise them a lot of money. It takes money to run an election. You need money to do the promotion and all other things and put on all this. It's all about money. Okay. I didn't raise very much money. I really didn't do a whole lot of advertising. I did one commercial myself. I had a person say they're gonna help me, but they wouldn't let me see the commercial. I said, you keep that, because I'm my only man.
Okay.
I ran for the mayor job, not because I wanted to be the mayor, but I had all these ideas about doing things to bring economic dollars in. What are we doing in our city right now? Tell me one thing that we're doing different to bring money in. They just did a thing with Tiger Woods up here at the patch.
Right.
Okay, from my information, I get all the news come to me. So they did a 100-year lease. You can't buy another commission. You can't do a 100-year lease. But we done that. Okay. But people don't know that. I'm a 100-year lease. I'm letting the cat out the bag here. I'm telling you something, man. People want to know.
People want to know.
People want to know. Right. Now, if you look at the patch where the patch was, it's all around First Tee, all the way around. It's going to be really nice.
Right.
But you got a 100-year lease, and let me tell you something. My colleagues, the white colleagues, all the time I was in office, wanted to sell the patch. And I said, hey, why would you sell the patch? We the golf capital of the world, and you want to sell it? They want to sell the patch because they know this day was coming.
Right.
If we had sold it, somebody else would be making that money now.
Right.
Come on, man. See, this is real stuff. You already know. The people want to know, John.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
I really don't.
I understand. That's why
Let me ask you a question. You said 100 years lease.
Right.
Marion.
You're right.
So who that money going to?
The 100-year lease is a lease that they go on, and I can't say who the money going to. Yeah, somebody's getting paid now.
But not Augusta.
Well, I don't know that. I'm not gonna give you no wrong information. I'm telling you, you can't buy another commissioner. If you coming on next year and I done signed a 100-year lease, that's locking you in too. That's what the rules say. And I'm telling you what the rules say.
Right.
You can't buy nobody else because you don't give a 100-year lease.
I got to put this out there because again, look, we got Tanya. She said they won't bring us any money to make it make sense. So I guess that's pretty much what you're saying about the lease of the patch and stuff like that. So she wanted to know. She said they won't bring us.
Well, if anybody look around in Augusta, look around our city, and you see the same situation being in the same place, the same side is growing and the same side not growing. I said I'd rather not move another inch if we got to keep giving. Okay, if y'all got $10, then we need to get 10. But I'm the crazy man, they say. I'm the loud one. I'm the
5-star.
I'm the 5-star. I'm starting 5. Right. And you got to start them 5 so people start to think. If your preacher don't preach like he knows Jesus, how you gonna get you to know him?
It ain't gonna work.
Oh, it ain't gonna work.
But Marion, why in the hell, can I say hell in front of you?
Hell's a real place.
I can say hell. Okay. Why in the hell that we as a citizens of Augusta are not seeing change where we should be seeing change? Now, some people say, under your watch, when you was in there, even up under the watch of the new commissioners now, why we always got to see you all fuss and fight about stuff that you know need to be done? You know that the city need to be paved. You know that the ditches need to be filled in. You know the grass need to be cut. You know it before I know it because you see the city as I see it. So why can't y'all just, at Rodney King said, why y'all can't just get along?
Because you can't get along with people.
Y'all got to get along.
You can't get along.
You got to.
Okay, if we've been getting along all these years and ain't got nothing, how you going to keep getting along? Come on now, I'm on Barbershop Talk, but the people don't want to know. You need to know this, John. You need to know this, that if you've been going along all this time, and now we argument, we done come, Let me tell you something. We had a meeting one time in Atlanta.
Okay.
Ben Allen.
Okay.
Ben Allen met with a bunch of elected officials in Atlanta, and we said the white community used to tell the black community when to go to bed and when to get up. Mm-hmm. He said that day's over with. We are grown. We know when to go to bed, but we still got folk who act like they with us, ain't with you.
Okay.
What you do, it speaks louder than what you say.
Right.
I can tell you I love you, but if I don't show you I love you, then I don't love you.
Just talking.
Just talking. And that's what it is. We don't want to be at odds. We want to get along. I'm not getting along no more. I'm too old to get along, and you mistreated me. You holding me down. Regency Mall, we talked about. Best place for the James Brown Arena. But because of that side of town, that would increase the property value on all them folks around that Regency James Brown Arena. Mm-hmm. But because they was on this side of town, ain't but 2 red lights, maybe 3 from downtown, and it's already congested down there.
Right.
And they didn't want to put her here. Mm-hmm. But they put it out like, oh, it's bad. Man, come on. Crime everywhere. Tell me where crime ain't at.
Well, you know what I know, and remember, Marion, this the stuff I'm finna ask you, this coming from the community. You know what they told me when you say crime?
What?
They told me that when you talk about crime, you talking about, I can't remember if it's up on your watch or not, but there was a situation where $25,000 got missing out of a safe. Now, remember, I'm good. The people want to know, did you know anything about that?
Oh,
because there was a situation, the guards, the cleanup man, no fingerprints was found, but it was an open safe. And now when you say a crime, somebody should have spent time for that crime. Now, the people want to know now, Marion.
I'm going to tell you something better than that.
The people want to know.
Okay, listen now.
Okay.
From my understanding, and I know exactly what you're talking about, it was turned over to the authorities.
Oh.
Okay, when you call the law enforcement over there and they go to do the investigation, it's on them. Now, if you didn't tell nobody, you say, hey, I kept it a secret, I didn't tell them, you might have been wrong. But if somebody breaking your house and you call the law, it's up to the law to find them folk. Right. But let me give you one better than that.
Give me one better than that.
We put $3 million in Allied Bank. We put $3 million in Allied Bank when I was a commissioner, not to be loaned out, but so the bank would have security. If they loan out any money, they got $3 million of the bank money. Mm-hmm. I mean, the city money. Okay. So the finance director was there. Willie Mays and I were there. Mm-hmm. The finance director said, we ain't got no program like that. Mm-hmm. The assistant director said, we ain't got no program like that. Willie Mays said, you got your paperwork? I said, no, man, I left it at home. He said, go get it, I'll talk to him. I came home, got the paperwork, went back upstairs. Willie was still talking. He said, you got the paper? I said, yeah. I asked him again. They said, no. I said, well, what is this? He said, oh, we forgot. $3 million. Now, you talking about 25,000 in a vault.
Right.
What about the $3 million? Ain't nobody in top of that yet. It's still down there somewhere.
Barbershop Talk Live, I told you you need to get into this conversation because, again, he telling us some stuff that we need to know about.
Exactly right.
$3 million.
$3 million.
$3 million. Listen, I got to go to the comments. Listen, Deidre said, wait a minute, John, don't do my daddy like that.
All right.
Now, she referred to how I'm telling you about these 25,000, how this money just, now, listen, hold on now. We got to go. Rest in peace, Willie Mays. Deidre say, don't talk about Willie Mays. That was her daddy, too.
Well, listen.
Hold on, who else we got on this? We got to make sure we get to all these comments because the people want to know what's going on. Barbershop Talk Live, please, ma'am, please, sir, keep putting your comments, keep putting your questions on the screen. Again, nobody is in, listen, Tanya says, tell it. So some of the people that's watching Barbershop Talk Live, because William, Marion, you are here to let the people know because the city of Augusta is in a bad place.
Man, let me tell you something. People are
That's what you're telling us.
People are tricking us. I mean, even some of the commissioners and elected officials right now, I got a problem with. When you go to a meeting, you can't talk about it. Right. You don't know what to talk about, you ought to ask somebody. Okay. You can't sit there and act like it's your responsibility once you're elected to do your research, to do inquiry, to ask the question, check the record, check the books. That's your job.
Right.
Now, I was a 5-star, like you said, because I did all that.
You did, yeah.
I did all that. When I asked the question, I already got the answer.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I want to see the answer gonna match mine.
Right.
If the answer different, then we need to talk.
Need to discuss.
But the 5-star, like you say, the folks saying, oh, he a 5-star. You got to do that.
You got to do that.
You got to in your business. If you don't inspect what you expect, you won't get anything.
You got to inquire about it. So Marion, let me ask this question now. Again, I think I got a pretty good answer where you're gonna go with this question. But the people want to know: do you believe now that the governing body that's in place now, the commissioners there now, from Guilford to all the ones that's on the bench, do you believe now that this particular commission is doing a good job for the city?
No, I do not.
Okay, now you can't give me that. You got to explain yourself.
Well, you asked me a question. You asked, do I think they're doing a good job? No,
Okay.
because the transparency is not there. Let me tell you something. There's ethics rules. To be a commissioner, you got to be certified. You got to take these classes.
Okay.
You're supposed to go to classes to be certified as a commissioner. And all these classes teach you about what the do's and don'ts of a commissioner.
Okay.
When I went to Athens, they asked the people who finished the training, said, what would you tell an oncoming commissioner? And they used my example. Oz Nesma living in Atlanta. Said, man, I went through the class after you. Said they were using your word that had you on film, saying, don't forget about who put you in office.
Right.
Don't forget about why you're there. You're there for the people.
Right.
You're not there to make friends.
Right.
You're not there to make folks say, oh, he talk loud. But no, you're there to help the community and change things.
Okay.
Now, if you can do it without raising your voice like some people can, that's fine. Me, the passion comes out. I ain't mad. When I get mad, I don't say a word. If I ain't saying it, I'm really upset.
So now one thing that Tanya Gibbons said, she said, one thing you're going to do, you're going to ask questions and read.
That's right.
That's one thing you're known for. She said that's what she said you're going to do.
That's right. When I ask a question on the commission, they'll call me and say, Commissioner, you got this on the agenda. What you want? I said, I want you to be at the meeting. I got my answer. Now, if you ain't did your homework and you got a different answer, and people say, I'd rather come for you, Commissioner Wynn, because you're going to be strict with everybody else. You ain't gonna take no side.
Okay.
You're going down the line.
Okay.
And that's what you ought to do.
So now Tanya also says the refusal to put the arena at Regent Mall was the biggest travesty to happen in Augusta.
That's right.
That was Tanya said.
It should be, but they don't want to move this side of town. South Augusta is dead. People ask me about a restaurant in South Augusta. There would not be a restaurant in South Augusta. Okay. Everybody in South Augusta got a stove.
Okay.
They can cook their own steak.
Right.
So they going out every once in a while. But if you build a event where people are drawing cars, like amusement park, a zoo, aquarium, a racetrack, something going to draw people, and the people live out there, go out, then the people can make some money. Right. But the man ain't going to make enough money because you just want a steakhouse. He said his bottom dollar is making money. Right. And if you build an event out there, then the hotel and the restaurant going to come by themselves. You ain't got to tell them to come.
Okay.
That's business.
Barbershop Talk Live World again. I told you to get into this conversation because we are enlightening by some things, the $3 million.
$3 million.
I didn't know about that.
Allied Bank was downtown. We put $3 million so they'd be secured if they made a loan.
Okay.
They made one loan out there, maybe two. But when I asked the finance director about it, he said he had no program like that. I had to go home and get my paperwork and come back and ask him, well, what is this? He said, oh, I forgot. How you forget $3 million? So Fred Russell was on the commission. He found $1 million somewhere. I said, I appreciate that, but I want to know who lost the $1 million. I'm a fire starter though, John. Come on now.
Can I put a little fire there?
Put a little fire.
Hold on, let's go back to these. Deidre said that's business. Felicia Manning said, yes, he will definitely call you out and prove what he says.
That's right.
That's what she said you would do.
Well,
Ronnie Perry, what Ronnie say? Let's see. Ronnie Perry says, I have a different respect for you, Marion. So he respect you.
Well, I appreciate it, but listen, I didn't go there to make a name. I didn't go there to the whole of the meeting. I want to go like everybody want to go, but you never heard me say, I got to go home. People down there, it's time to go. You didn't come to work till 2 o'clock, you want to leave at 5?
Right.
No, you come to work. When you get a job, if you don't want to get no grass, you don't get on the lawnmower because you're going to get grass on you.
Let me ask you this question, Marion. Again, 99% of the questions I'm bringing to you, they really coming from the community. And I got a guy in my ear. He's bringing these questions to my ear, so I want to make sure I don't forget about the guy that's talking to my ear. So what I want to make sure you look at what we're saying about the government in Augusta, Georgia. It's kind of in a funny spot. So that being said, you've been in that position for 16 plus years. And we can say that you are very knowledgeable about how the city is ran, the different departments and all that kind of stuff. So we can say that you're very knowledgeable. So that being said, now that you are not in the position as commissioner, do you feel that you can be a consultant to the ones that are down? And when I say a consultant normally or should get paid. So you think you can go down and be a consultant with the ones that's newly elected that need some encouragement, need some guidance because of your experience? And also, if you are a consultant, do you think you should get paid? Well, now before you answer the question, I'm good. But the people want to know.
People want to know.
They want to know.
Okay, let me say this. First of all, the city of Augusta was consolidated, the city and the county. When we consolidated, we was a county and city. Mm-hmm. So we were a member. We paid, the city of Augusta paid dues to be a member of the Association of County Commission and what's the other one? the Association of County Commissioners and Georgia Municipal Association.
Okay.
They hold training.
Okay.
Both of those entities hold training in Athens, Georgia. They come to Savannah. They hold classes that you have to pass to give you the mentoring you're talking about,
Okay.
to let you know what the rules are, the do's and the don'ts.
Okay.
Now, I was in Athens. The trainer said, man, don't say nothing today. Don't say. I said, no, I got to say something.
Right.
I like to start his name. But anyway, every class I was in, first of all, I didn't get bored if I was in the class sitting there about to go to sleep. If I'm talking, if I'm learning,
Right.
then I was able to do both things. I didn't get bored and I learned.
Okay.
But I studied this stuff. I'm not a politician. I was elected, and there's a big difference.
Okay.
I'm not trying to please nobody.
Okay.
I mean, I don't go along with black folk if they're wrong.
Right.
I don't go along with white folk if they're wrong. I can call a spade a spade.
Okay.
And that's what we ought to be doing, but we think, oh, we ain't getting nothing done. Check around the world, look at politics. Have you ever heard of the guy in Flint, Michigan? He was a Mays. What's his name? His last name was Mays.
Okay.
But he was off the chain. You think I was doing something? I wasn't doing nothing compared to this man here.
Okay.
He was a mechanic.
Okay.
Eric Mays is his name. You Google Eric Mays. All y'all Google Eric Mays and look what a politician and elected official do. This man stood him on the wall every day. So you ain't gonna run me out of office. They picked him up and carried him out of office. He came right back in. His job was to stand up for the people.
Okay. Now remember,
I know you're good,
Now
but the
remember,
people wanna know.
The people want to know. Now remember, now, Marion, the question was, should you be a consultant and should you get paid for your time?
If I did consulting work, yeah. If I was a consultant, yeah. I should, anybody that's working ought to get paid.
So you-
nobody asks for a job and don't want to get paid now.
Okay.
So don't. I ain't gonna paint myself in no corner like that.
Right.
But I'm not looking for a job. I'm not trying to say I'm a consultant. First of all, my passion comes up just like it did now, and people think, well, he arguing, he fuss, he mad.
Right.
But that's the passion I have to help people.
Okay.
You know, every year, John, I try to find somebody that's on the street, especially Christmas time, to try to just find make a blessing out of, bless somebody. Every year I try to do that. That's just the way I am. Now, do I get mad? Can I get off the chain? I'm human. I'm not getting mad. Don't hit me because I'm coming back now.
Right.
All right. So I'm just real.
Right.
And people that can't take real, they don't understand that. But the government is in a place now where I'm really, really worried about our government now. With the mayor getting this vote, I disagree with that.
Well, wait a minute. Now, see, that was a question they talking to me here.
Okay.
They say, what's the reason why the mayor shouldn't have a vote? What is it beneficial to the city to have a vote, or is it detrimental to him to have a vote?
It detrimental. Let me go back. First of all, when we had 5 blacks and 5 white, we were forced to work together.
Okay.
And we're a diverse community, and we ought to be forced to work together. Ought not be where we just all black or all white. It ought to be where we working together. And for a long time, Willie Mae was a commissioner by himself. He couldn't get nothing done. Man, they whipped him every day. He went home crying like a baby because he couldn't get nothing done. But when we got 5 and 5, then we started working together. Annie Cheek is deceased now. Annie Cheek was accused of being the 6th black commissioner because he voted on right issues. Not black issues. He voted on right issues. The white commission couldn't stand Annie. They tried to break Annie down as much as they could. Annie said we was twins. So if I shave my head, you couldn't tell us apart, he said. Okay. But he voted on some right issues. And now the mayor getting a vote, whether he's black or white, that's the advantage.
Okay.
If you got 10 commissioners and you got the mayor with a vote, all the other 5 guys say, yeah, my man right there, whether he's black man or white man.
So now Felicia want to know, she said, yes, that's definitely right. You are definitely will help the people.
That's right.
That was your job.
That's my job.
Didn't matter about the pay or not, you're going to help the people.
Yeah, I mean, I had some folks get upset with me because they didn't understand. I had to vote for some stuff that was right.
Okay. And also, listen, Leandra Collins said this is why his nickname was the Dean of Commission. They called you the Dean of Commission.
Well, they call me a lot of other things too.
Okay. So the people are definitely watching. Who else we got on there? We got some other comments coming in. The people are watching. More comments coming in. Again, keep putting your comments on the screen. Eric Mays. That was just said. Tanya said his name was Eric Mays.
Eric Mays.
He's talking about the right issues. So again, and Tanya said that's why I better listen to my baby daddy's advice.
Exactly.
You got a lot of kids out there, I see.
Well, I have kids put back to realize, say, Commissioner William,
Right.
I ain't think they're paying attention. Say, you don't bite your tongue, do you? I mean, I made that red light.
Right.
So people don't like that, and I didn't go there to make a name. I didn't go there to do that. I did do what's right.
So now, I'm gonna be honest with you now. Can I be honest with you, Marion?
This time?
This time.
Okay,
This
be honest,
time. This the one time I'm gonna be honest. My earpiece just asked me a question.
What?
Is there any disagreement between you and the current mayor now that we need to know about? Now, that's coming from my ear.
Well,
That's coming from my ear.
Wait. There's a lot of disagreement because I'm upset. I endorsed the mayor that's in there now.
Okay.
I thought he would do a good job. I don't care about his party. I don't care about your party. I want people to do the people right.
Okay.
Since he's been there, I had not been in his office. I had not called him. I had not tried to set an appointment up with him. He had not reached out to me. Not that he needed to do that, but not being in an elected position before, he don't even know where the bathroom is. Not yet. He's down there now acting as if he knows everything. I got a problem with that. Okay. When the vote came in, whoever get the next mayor gonna have that vote too. You can't take it. Well, I'm gone, so I take the vote out. That vote gonna be there. That's not fair. We need to keep the government, the transparency, so we can see where we're working together. You just said I started fires and people said we ain't getting nothing done. You were not getting anything done the way the government is set up right now.
So now is it your anger that he has to vote and would make the decision to break the tie?
No. I'm looking at the thing he said. When the mayor ran, he said he didn't want a salary.
Okay.
He's getting a salary.
Okay.
He ran and said he didn't want a car that the previous mayor had. He's getting the car.
Okay.
He said he wanted to use the gas card. He used the gas card. He went to Gus Nash to spend all kind of money. I don't know exactly what amount, but he had no receipt. How you a businessman and you go and purchase stuff and come back and want to be reimbursed? Come on, man.
Well, see, now, I guess what I'm saying that, Marion.
I know you good, but the people want to know.
The people want to know because, again, you got to have it where we when we vote for you all to get into office, these different districts, these different areas of government, we want to see that what we entrust you to do, you do it. And again, not going back down there talking about this person, that person, or that kind of. Just do what's right for the people. Again, I said earlier, you know the potholes in the streets. You know the grass is overcutting, and why we got to go fussing and cussing for y'all just to agree on cutting the grass. Well, so that's why people. Can I tell you what my grandma said?
What your grandma said?
My grandma said that's why I don't vote because them folks gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah,
because now you get down there. I went to the poll because you said I'm gonna do right. And then you get down there. Now I ain't talking about Marion. I'm talking about the body. I'm talking about the body. And none of that stuff get done. And then you want me to go back and vote for you again. You come to my church and interrupt my prayer service, and I want to hear the choir sing, and I can't hear the choir sing because you want me to vote for you and you ain't got nothing done the last time you was there.
Let me tell you what my grandma said.
Tell me what your grandma said.
My grandma told me if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Okay. That means you gotta vote, you gotta try somebody. And right now, I don't know what the next man gonna do, but I'm willing to try another man because the man's in there now is not doing the job. Okay. I don't see it. I mean, I see a lot of what we call it, glamour shots, photo ops and stuff like that. But as far as knowing the government, how would you go change the rules and you don't know the rules?
Well, now,
you need to learn the rules before you change. Cause you throw the baby out with the bath water.
Well, you just said.
I don't want you to have my child. No, watch my children.
Well, you just said one man can't make a difference. You said one man can't make a difference now, right?
No, hold it. One man can't make it. The mayor can't do it by himself. Okay. But the mayor's in a leadership position.
Okay.
The administrator ought to be exposing, bringing ideas, economic development to come. Mm-hmm. We keep worrying about the SPLOST and the taxes. Augusta is one of the lowest. Do you know you got people in Atlanta that got fleets of cars, they got them registered in Georgia and Augusta? Because our tax base is low.
Right.
So we complain about taxes high. We ain't got nothing. But compared to around the state, Augusta is one of the lowest. Now check it out. I'm telling you what the truth is.
People want to know?
People want to know. I know you good, but the people want to know.
Good.
But I'm just telling you that we are one of the lowest, and we got to come up to speed with like a regular city. We got to be a thriving city. This is a town. The sheriff runs the town.
Right.
You know, the sheriff riding in town and running everybody out. This is a town. We need to be a city, man.
So what's a simple solution? What's a simple action to get some action? What in Marion Williams' mind can we do as the commissioners or the city of Augusta to put us in a position where when people come here, they know they can be safe, they know they can have a good time, they know it's a good place to live, the good place to have the kids go to school. What can the commissioners do, or what can the citizens do to help the commissioners to make all that happen, in your opinion?
Hold everybody accountable. Don't let me get in office, nobody get in office and not do what they say they're gonna do. No, don't wait till election time come back and say, oh, you know, you didn't do what you said. When you're in the office, You need to blow their phone up. You need to come in front of them. You need to let them know that you expect that this get to be done. Look at our side of town and look at the other side of town. It's still the same. Broad Street, if it hadn't taken the tree down, been the same way for the last 75 years, but the trees down there, so a little bit different.
Right.
Ain't nothing changed. We got to change some things. There's no place to go. How you want the cyber unit came in, the cyber entity come downtown, where folk came from all over the world to the cyber industry.
Okay.
They used to going out at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I was at Outback at 9:30 when the Augusta National full play. The lady, 8 guys walked in, and the lady said, "We closing." I said, "Ma'am, excuse me, I'm an elected official. I just heard you say you're closing." She said, "Couple want to close at 10 o'clock. How you got a city go to bed at 10 o'clock, man? And you talking about a progressive city?
Right.
If you're going to do it, let's do it all now. Don't get there to the pothole fix.
Right.
What you going to get the pothole fix? Ain't nobody don't ride on the road.
Right.
You got folks coming in here, and then we can get the pothole fix because they're bringing money in. It's all about money.
They asked the question again.
Let me have
The
it.
question is, are you intending to run for office?
No, I don't want nothing else to do with running for nothing else no more.
No more.
No more. I did everything I could. I got beat up by the folks I'm fighting for. The folk who saying, man, we was starting fires. I fought for the folks, and they fighting me.
That's the question. No more.
I ain't running for nothing else.
You done.
I don't want to be a dog catcher. Nothing.
You done.
I'm due.
You finished.
I'm finished.
No more.
No more.
So only thing we can say that you're doing for the people of Barbershop Talk Loud World and the citizens and the constituents are,
I'm a has-been.
okay, you has been.
I'm a has-been.
So
has-been.
So
No.
you're attached to just to keep the people informed.
No, I know so much. There's so much I know, and then people don't want the truth. See, it's still a black and white situation in Augusta. Let me take my glasses off, 'cause I'm finna get down now. Because listen, it's still a black and white situation, but we act like it ain't.
Okay.
But the way you treat me, it is.
Wait a minute now, Marion. Are you telling us it's a racism in
It's
Augusta?
still a race problem in Augusta, a big race problem. Now, it ain't so bad we can't get along and we fighting gun down the street. I'm not that kind of way.
Okay.
But when it comes to the money,
It's all about the race.
it's all about the race.
You telling the people of Barbershop Talk Loud
It's
World?
all about the race.
You telling the people of Barbershop Talk
It's
Loud World?
all about the money when it comes to the race. It ain't that we don't intermingle, we don't go to the same places. Somebody, oh, that ain't true. That's a lie. If you downtown and you look where the money's going, you follow the money. Tyrone Butler, I was going to mention a little while ago.
Right.
The Mars Museum wanted $1 million for the air conditioning.
Okay.
$1 million out of the splash money for the air conditioning.
Okay.
Tyrone Butler needed $500,000. Before they got the $1 million, I said, if you're going to give the Augusta Museum $1 million, then we need to give Tyrone Butler $500,000.
Okay.
That's how he got the money.
Okay.
So if you want to count some, Marion Williams spoke those words. All everything I'm saying is on the record.
Okay.
Everything I'm talking about is on the record downtown. It ain't something that, oh, I remember. The clerk can pull all this stuff up on the record downtown.
Now, Deidre says it's all about the race.
It's a race problem.
It's
And
a race.
it ain't so bad that we don't mix or, we can't stand each other. But look downtown, follow the money. See who got the money. Look here, ain't no black and white, all us green.
Okay.
But you follow the money and watch how the light green folk got all the money.
We got to get out of here, Marion, but these people keep talking in my ear. Listen, they keep asking me this question. I would be remiss not to ask this question because, as you said earlier, you got a lot of information that the people don't know.
That's right.
You got a lot of insight that the people don't know. You got a lot of knowledge that the people don't know. So here's the question they keep asking me in the ear. What happened? What happened, Barbershop Talk Loud World, to the $6 million? Because I think you know. But I know, I'm good. But they want to know, do you know what happened to the $6 million?
$6 million now.
The $6 million that's been missing out of the budget they're trying to find. That's why the budget is kind of upside down. That what the people want to know.
Okay, this is the new budget they're talking about now. But I just gave you a little tidbit. You might have missed it. Mm-hmm. When you take, like the Augusta National open up that substation.
Mm-hmm. SMU.
Okay, they had to pay to get those officers. They had to get the equipment and all that stuff.
Right.
Now the budget come back. That's gonna throw the budget off.
Okay.
So you got to follow the money. See who got the money. See who.
So it's easy. So it's simple. You just follow the paper trail.
Just look at the side of town. Why you had to drive from South Augusta back up road to go up there to get a baked potato at Outback?
Right.
Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nobody trying to put nothing out here.
Grocery store.
Well, the grocery store ain't gonna make it unless you got an influx of people that's coming.
Right.
You can't just look for the people. And then, Hank Snowden them used to say, hey, man, I got some pork chop, I got some steak. Man, I don't buy it. I don't deal with that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because you're tearing the community up.
Right.
That's all you're doing. You run the man out of business and ain't no store. Because you got a steak and you got a steak and the rest of the folks hungry out there because there ain't nobody to go where to shop at.
So Barbershop Talk Live World, Marion Williams told us early in the conversation that he did not get a white envelope.
I did not get a white envelope.
You did not get a white envelope.
I did not get a brown, blue, or green one.
No backdoor deals was up on
No
it.
backdoor deal. Everything was out and open.
Okay, Barbershop Talk Live World, I got to get out of here. We're going to bring you back for part 2.
No.
We got to bring you back for part 2 because now we are in a new year and we got a chance to vote on this new splash. We need a part 2 because, again, the time is far spent because the people want to know. And you telling us some stuff that I didn't know.
Well, a lot of people don't understand how the government works, and we understand how the government works. And when you get in office, let me tell you one thing. I went to the Pinnacle Club.
Okay.
Somebody said, you the only commission went to the Pinnacle Club and ate that blue cheese dressing and didn't change. Everybody go to the Pinnacle Club, sit down with them, they forget where they come from.
Right.
They're at another level.
Right.
I come back and shake my finger right in their face when they get through it. And they don't like that.
This is the last question, Marion. I got to get out of here on this last question because the guys throwing stuff at me right now and they telling me to get off this thing. But what would you consider and what would you think the people of Augusta would consider your legacy?
That I've been truthful.
You've been truthful.
I've been honest. I've been out front for everything I've done. I had no agenda for myself. I wanted to see a city grow. I'm passionate about Augusta. I've been in Augusta all my life, and I've been very passionate. I learned from Lee Beard, Willie Mays, Henry Brigham. I learned from those guys who struggle. Even when the consolidation bill came together, I wasn't on the commission when they consolidated. I came shortly after they consolidated. We had a city and a county, and we couldn't get nothing done. Okay. But Lee Beard and Willie Mays made some difference in this city. We were moving this city forward, and people, I got statements that some of the former mayors made about me and Willie and Lee about we racist. Because we stood up to them. We ain't supposed to stand up. You supposed to lay down. You ain't run over me no more. I'm coming back, buddy. You hear me?
And you know what? Nelson Courage, you know Nelson Courage?
Yeah, I know Nelson Courage.
Nelson Courage says, that man helped me raise money.
That's right.
For the base of the James Brown statue.
That's exactly right.
Stand-up guy. That's Nelson Courage, Sugar Shack Man.
Sugar Shack Man. I know Nelson. Okay. But, I mean, I've been real, man, and I was fighting for the folk, and they were fighting me. Okay. You always fussing. You always arguing. They got those... All your uncles ain't named Tom now. You got some uncles named some other stuff too. Yeah. But folks come in, they pull you down and stop you. They won't say nothing, but don't want you to say nothing. Okay. They want you to be quiet. Okay. Man, come on.
We're gonna get out of here because Barbershop Talk Live World, again, this conversation is had to be had. This talk, we had to put it out there.
I want you to know, John, I appreciate you having me on this show today, but I'm supporting Stephen Kennedy for the next...
No, listen,
yes, I am.
Did you just say that on Barbershop Talk Live?
Yes, sir.
No, listen.
I'm supporting the next...
Hold on, can I get 1 minute? They say 1 minute. You just said something that we got to... You telling the people of Barbershop Talk Live World.
I'm supporting Stephen Kennedy. I supported Garnett Johnson. I helped him get in. I'm going to help him get out of there. Because he's the wrong man for the job. He's not doing the job, and I'm very disappointed, and I think the citizens ought to have better representation than that. So I'm waiting to see how the people going to turn out. I hope people let this fire start a fire in them and come out to the poll and show them with numbers that we mean business. We need to get some leadership to do right.
Now, Marion, now watch this now. If you said that you're supporting Kendrick now, but you supported Garnett earlier. So was there, again, my question I asked you earlier, was there some kind of beef between you and Garnett?
Ain't no beef.
Because again, if you was gun-ho one time, why not gun-ho this time?
Because I seen the handwriting on the wall.
But you should have saw earlier if it was that bad now. If it was that bad.
No. Let me tell you something now. When you know better, you ought to do better.
If it was that bad.
When you know better, you ought to do better.
Okay.
I supported the man. Okay. And I helped him get in. And I said to him, I'm saying in public now, I'm gonna help him get out. Because I think he's not the man for the job. When you want to change the government, you got a committee to put together right now. That's the most joke I ever heard in my life. You got a committee that ain't got no elected officials on. Who know the charter being the elected official? Ain't nobody on there. That's a setup, man. Don't set me up like that.
Well, again, it had to be something that had to be so internal that you changed your mind just all of a sudden like that. I don't have nothing against neither one of those guys.
I understand.
I
seen the handwriting on the wall. I seen what the man has done or hadn't done. Okay. I heard the man talk. The man said he didn't want a salary. He getting a salary. I heard the man say he didn't want the car. He driving the car. The man said he didn't want to use the gas car. He using the gas car. Come on now. Barber talk. I know you good. The people need to know. So you good.
Right, I'm good.
I get that.
I'm good.
Get that. You good.
I'm good. And I'm telling you, we got to bring it back for a part 2 because these guys throwing tomatoes at me, they're throwing their shoes at me to get off this thing. Because again, the people want to know now, man. You telling us that again, I got to go. I got to go. I'm good. But listen, Barbershop Talk Live World again. Please, man, please, sir, follow us. Follow Marion Williams. He's doing what he had to do to keep the people informed, but we are doing what we need to do to keep you informed because Barbershop Talk Live started this year.
They need to know. And they see, if you don't know, you don't know. But if you know better, you ought to do better.
Again, I need to know about this money. And the people want to know. They keep asking me to ask where this $25,000, where all this money coming from that's short in this budget because there was a time where the budget was balanced.
Well,
and I believe it was up on your watch.
No,
I got to get out of here.
You don't understand. You got to balance the budget every year.
Right.
Your budget is what you propose to do.
Right.
Okay. If you spend over there, you got to balance the budget every year. And budget is a working entity where you can always add to it or take away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a budget is.
Right.
Budget ain't the money. The money ain't there. It's the fact that you got to expend this money if you need it and you don't allocate it for it and it's not there. That's a problem. But the budget is a working document.
Okay.
So you got to know government.
Well, see, that's what we're going to do. The people will go to the polls and they're going to decide on the next mayor of Augusta. They're going to decide on the commissioners of Augusta. So we'll leave it up to the people. Because again, I don't want to make it seem like Marion Williams has a beef against this administration.
I don't have a beef.
We're going to let the people decide who's going to be the next leader of this city, the next leader of the different districts. So we're just going to leave it up to the people.
I'm being real with you. All I'm saying is that people need to be educated about what's going on. Even the town hall meeting, we don't talk honest. You got to talk honest, man. Don't fool me, man. Not you.
Right.
You good.
I'm good.
But so many people be talking, but they ain't really honest. Right. They don't want to hurt anybody's feeling. You got to step on some toes. You got to let people know if they're right or if they're wrong. Right. I've been wrong a lot of time. Okay. I've been right a lot of time too.
Okay.
But I still think that people ought to be honest when you're having a conversation. Go to town hall meeting, they're talking all around stuff. We got to be out here in 5 minutes. Right. How in the ham, Simon, can you have a meeting and you got to be out in 5 minutes? If you just never came to the meeting in the first place.
Barbershop Talk Live World again. I thank you for tuning in to another special edition of Barbershop Talk Live because again, you see what we're going to do the first part of the year? We're going to do it all the way out to the end of the year because we're going to make sure you understand what's going on in the city, in the CSOA because you want to know.
I'm good, John.
You want to know. And listen, I got to do something. Can I do something before we get out of here? I told you earlier we're going to give away something, and I got to keep my word. So Barbershop Talk Live World, again, we're going to give you a $10 gift card, courtesy of Chick-fil-A and also courtesy of Barbershop Talk Live. I got 3 simple questions for you. Just 3. 3 questions. If you pay attention to this conversation, the first question is always a simple question. The first question is so simple you can't get it wrong. So remember, this is a chance to win a $10 gift card from Chick-fil-A, courtesy of Barbershop Talk Live. The first question is always simple. What district was he a part of in the office? What district? We said 2 of them, right?
Right.
Just give me one of those districts, what district he was a representative of. Again, Barbershop Talk Live, that's the first question. The first question is always simple. The second question is, if you pay attention to the conversation, here's your prizes. The second question is, just give me one. Give me one of his mentors. Just give me one. You said a lot of them, right? You said a few names, Barbershop Talk. Remember, the first question is, which district was he a part of while he's in office? The second question is, give me the names of one of his mentors that mentored him while he was in office. That's a simple, as you remember, Chick-fil-A $10 gift card. The third question is always simple. The third question is very simple. Might be a little tricky. Can you tell me one thing he is accomplished of? One thing he accomplished. Just give me one, because he did mention some things you accomplished. Barbershop Talk Live earlier, if you got those questions correctly, put them on the screen. Put the question on the screen. Put the answer on the screen. We'll make sure you get your $10 gift card, courtesy of Chick-fil-A, Barbershop Talk Live. Listen, if you want to be a guest on Barbershop Talk Live, please, ma'am, please, sir, inbox. We'll make sure we get you in this very hot seat. If you want to be a supporter of Barbershop Talk Live, you can also inbox. We will have a sponsorship package ready for you. Glad to have you a part of this show. So Barbershop Talk Live, keep tuning in. Mary, I want to thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the hot seat. Anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
No, just pay attention to what's going on, and please get out and vote. Please get out and vote. Vote your conviction.
Okay. I couldn't have said it better myself. Don't forget, the election time is coming up, so please, ma'am, please, sir, again, I say Happy New Year to all my supporters.
District 2.
Oh, wait a minute, we got to ask. Okay, what we got, Deidre?
Yeah, District 2, Woody Mays and James Brown being put on the stage.
All right. Is that a bingo?
That's right.
That's a bingo?
Yeah.
Barbershop Talk Live. DJ, get your stuff on. Come down here to Jay's Place, Barbershop 1927 Olive Road, and get your $10 gift card courtesy of Barbershop Talk Live and Chick-fil-A. You got the questions correct, so be looking forward to see you. That's the one that say you baby daddy.
That's right.
You a baby daddy.
That's right.
Come get your baby daddy. So we're looking forward to see you, DJ. Come on, stop by 1927 Olive Road. Get your $10 gift card courtesy of Barbershop Talk Live and Chick-fil-A. Listen, again, next week it is Hot Seat. Please, man, please, sir, tune in. Another special guest. We're going to kick off the new year, as we always do, on a high. We're going to kick it off. So listen, don't forget about the election coming up.
Right.
As you said earlier, vote.
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 Please vote.
Vote. Now listen, Mary, we're going to get out of here. We got to get out of here. The lights got to get cut off. So I want you to come up to this screen a little closer right here. Look at that camera. You ready? Now follow what I do. You going to do what I do?
Do what you do.
Do what I do. See you later.
And now, we're live. Yes, live from Jay's Place. And we're talking
Barbershop Talk.
Yes, Barbershop Talk, where nothing is off limits and everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. Barbershop Talk.
Come on, everybody. We're here at Jay's Place.
Barbershop.
We're talking barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Where nothing's off limits.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Everything's on the table.
Barbershop Talk.
Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Everything's on the table.